Hello guys and welcome. I finally reached level 40 and that's exactly the reason why I haven't uploaded anything on the past few days. I was grinding like crazy, doing some insane freaking long streams, like 15 hours or more. Now it was brutal, but hey, we managed to do it and we finally got ourselves our medium house. Now with that being said, today I want to show you guys 4 spots that I mainly use to grind from level 30 to 40. And I also want to share with you guys the build I used to pull that off. So yeah, let's get started. I'm going to start from the lowest to the highest. So let's start with level 30 in exactly Harbor Island. Here at Harbor Island, we used the first was the Wurms, and I'm going to show you how exactly we grinded the Wurms. But first, let's talk about the build. The build is very straightforward. I was using Wizard and Spiritual. Wizard to do the AOE damage and Spiritual to keep myself alive, right? The third archetype was purely there for decoration, meaning I was switching it around between all my other archetypes from the lowest to the highest, you know, like keeping it the third archetype as my lowest level archetype, so I would always have an effective level that was below the enemy mobs that I was killing. So therefore I would get a higher XP return, right? If you're not sure what I'm talking about, I invite you to watch my how to level up faster video, which is a guide explaining exactly what I just mentioned. Now with that being said, let's look at Wizardly. In Wizardly we are using Combustion, Tornado, Meteor Strike, and Cold Blast purely. Everything else is we're barely using it, right? Maybe to finish off one mob or something else, but we are not using it whatsoever. The cards don't really matter that much. Obviously, you know, I didn't really try to min-max or anything. You can use any cards that you feel like you know, it could help you out, but I didn't really pay attention. I just put the cards that that I had, right? So I'm sorry, I'm not going into detail with the cards. I was just putting what I could, right? I would stop right there, and I would say that in that moment in time when I was level 30, I only had like this line here till Tornado, and then I would probably had like this line and barrier, right? So so don't think, you know, you're not going to be able to put all of these points when you are in level 30 here on Harbor Island, because you simply don't have the level, right? So where is the spot I'm talking about? Well, the spot is right here. This patch of grass is full of these cute little worms that you can kill, unalive, and get a lot of experience. And you can actually get a lot of tasks from the outpost to the ranger company. So do those tasks, right? So I'm gonna show you exactly how I did that. The first thing you will want to do is get the attention of all the little worms around you, like I'm doing right now. Get all of, like this guy is doing, for example, here in the top left corner, and get all the attention of them, trying to squeeze as many as you can. There should be even more than this. You can get way bigger pools, and then you throw the tornado right in the middle, just like that, and boom, you got yourself a bunch of XP. As you can see on the right, the XP is not even that bad for me, that I'm level effective level here 32. I mean, we're about the same level, but imagine if you were effective level 29, 28, and then this gets really out of control. So basically you will walk around this area. As you can see, there's more to the right, and do a massive pool of worms, and you will get like about 2,000-3,000 XP for the massive pool, or even more if you are very smart with the effective level choices, right? And then you will basically get them and move on to the next area, which I will show you now. So once you clear out the outside, you can go into that tunnel where there's gonna be 4 worms that you can put together, like I'm about to do. So you get this one, then that one, then there's a big one and a smaller one. You put them all together, and again you do exactly what we just did. You get yourself the tornado, and it says 890 experience, but again, I am high level, but it should be about 1,200, 1,500, sorry, 1,400-ish for you, right? If you are, or even more, if you, like I said, if you come in with a proper effective level with higher XP gains, right? So the rotation is very simple. Once you do that, you come out, and then you walk again to the right, pull the worms from the right, then pull the worms that will be spawning at this point from below. As you can see, I'm doing that right now. I got these 3 worms. They can actually be leashed very far away, which is super nice. And then you go to the left, grab the other one, then on top, grab the other ones, and boom, you got yourself a massive, little amount of worms that get all around you. Super nice and easy. And voila, you got yourself a beautiful AOE farm that is definitely worth it when you are low level in this area, right? So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoy this spot and find it as useful as I did. So let's move on to the next spot, which was probably my favorite or my second favorite, which is also here in Harbor Island. So let's go over there. So we are here on our second spot. The second spot, like I mentioned, is in Harbor Island. It's on Port Rotuga. Here there is a quest that you actually get it from Seabreeze called something about taking care of Sedano or Unalive in Sedano, something like that. The location is right down those stairs, but if you come here and you haven't done the quest, you're not gonna be able to do it. So you're gonna talk with the person that gives it to you in Seabreeze, and then you will come upstairs and talk with the Ellsworth, and then he will basically let you know that it will allow you to go down. And once you are down here, watch out for the traps, and you will find a bunch of rats. I love this spot. It's super good. Even, there are the rats that are level 33. You're gonna see just how, even now, when I am effective level about pretty much the same, 32, 1 level less, the amount of XP you get from these rats is super good. So as you can already tell how I'm like getting them all together. There was another person here, but I'm sure that you can see what I'm trying to say, right? So the rotation starts here. You get the rats in this area. You get them. Then you go to the section on the north where you're gonna find 5 rats. Here with the 5 rats, you do exactly the same thing. You're gonna get them all together. There's another rat there at the back. Make sure you get that one as well. You can use the tornado and finish them off, right? Be careful not to die like I'm about to. Oh, even now, if you're not careful, you're gonna get yourself killed. But this location is really good for XP and also for money. They actually drop a lot of trash that you can sell, and it's very, very decent. After you go to the northern part, you go to the south part, where you're gonna find 4 rats, and then to the east part, the east part, which you're gonna find another 4 rats, and do exactly the same thing. The rotation with proper effective level combination can net you about between 6,000 to 7,000 experience. Between 6,000 to 7,000 experience per rotation, so it's really good, and the rotation only takes you about 2 or 3 minutes. So like it's not really that hard. As you're watching me doing it right now, you can see that it's nothing out of this world. It's a very simple rotation and very, very freaking effective. Once you finish them, you reset, you go back to the entrance, do it again, go top, down, right, over and over and over again. You legit get a bit like each group. The group on the north gives you with good effective level like 1,700 experience, or could even be more. And again, just to make sure that your effective level is about 4 or 5 levels below them, and that's it. You will get yourself a very nice place. I was literally here grinding from level 38 to 39, my legacy level. So it's super freaking good. I guarantee that. And the coolest part is that it's not contested at all. People only come down here to do the quest and leave, and they don't use it. It's very rare that I found anybody trying to contest the spot against you. So definitely a super high value place to come and use, right? Now the next place is and one that I recommend you to use as a good. So let's go ahead and check it out. So we arrived to the next location. The next location is here on the Tuscan Highlands in the Haderach Desert. Now, the issue with this place is that it used to be very freaking good because the mobs were all melee and they were not that tanky, but they did hit like a truck. The only problem now is here. Before I say the problem, let me show you just a clip of how it used to be. But now they seem to have changed it and they added this mob, this guy right there, which completely denied that strategy. This guy is like a range hog that it was not there before, and now it is. I think they didn't even add it on the change logs. At least I didn't saw it. But yeah, they added it maybe to prevent the amount of grinding that was being done on this area. Like they basically buffed the area. But I believe you can still do it with a proper party. Like for example, getting a proper tank with proper aggro. You know, you bring a tank, you bring a DPS, and you can have the entire rotation. The rotation is huge. You go to the left here. You can start here from the left actually, because you can actually arrive from over here. And there's so many mobs here. The density is crazy. You get them all. You continue to the right. It's a massive circle basically. And it's so freaking good. I'm gonna attempt to run through it so you can see what I mean. You can see there's like so many mobs. As I said, that one was not like that before. They didn't have ranged attack before, and there's just so many mobs. I'm gonna try to TP over here, see if I can stay alive. Now they hit like a truck, man. Like oh my god, they're so different. As you can see, like you get them all together, and then boom. You got yourself a nasty pool and a lot of XP. But they changed it, and therefore now it's way more difficult to pull it off, especially alone. Well, with that being said, let's move to the final and probably my favorite spot, because it was the one I used to reach level 40. That one is here in the Haderach server. What am I saying? The Haderach Desert, and that is exactly at the Buried Nest. So let me take you there and show you exactly what it is. Well, we arrived to the location. The location is Buried Nest, as I mentioned before. There is a Rangers company nearby, by the way, that you can actually use. I'm gonna see if there's anybody. It seems like there's nobody here at the moment, so I'm gonna be able to show you guys a full rotation. This place is fantastic because the trash that they drop actually is worth something. It's super nice. You can get a couple thousand silver by doing staying here for a few hours, and it's really good. This is my rotation with my build, because that's what I could do, but you don't need to copy it or anything like that. Also, if you're using other classes, you can use any of these locations on your own way, and many others. The map is huge, and the amount of monsters everywhere is crazy. So don't limit yourself by just doing the locations I'm mentioning. This is just what I wanted to share for anybody who is interested on something similar, right? So what I would do is I would start by pulling all of these mobs, use my shields, and then throw my tornado right in the middle and get them all together. Obviously, if it would have been better to tag that guy as well, but you can see that was around 2,000 experience, plus this guy would have been even more. Let me get rid of him. So 530 XP plus the it was 1,000 and something plus the 600 of the beginning. You can get an idea. So that's the first pool. You get these guys, which are like about 5 of them. You get them here, and then you move to the right, and there should be 3 or 4 here on the right. So you pull this one on the bottom, then you pull the 2 on the top, and there we go. And then you can just drop another AOE right on top of them. That will finish them off, and that's it. And as you can see, is 530 XP for each, so that was 1,500 or 1,600 approx. So only between the two, or like we just started, it's already a pretty decent XP. Then what I would do is that I will recharge these and go around like from the back, and by the time I arrive to the other side, then I would have the other ones already ready to respawn again. And I will pull this little guy here who was all by himself with everybody else here in the middle. So I will pull him, and then I pull the one that is inside too. And there we go. Everybody arriving just on time. And on with everybody else. Kill it. So this would be normally the biggest pool. You will get about 6 of them if everybody were spawned in, if you do it properly. And after you kill them all, I will come up here and kill this two. And you have a very solid rotation that you can do over and over and over again, and gets you and nets you a lot of XP. Definitely a very good spot with very good XP, very good silver drop as well. Definitely solid and very safe as well. No, I don't think a lot of people knew about this spot or knows about this spot, because very rarely did I got contested. Now, these are, like I mentioned earlier, these are maybe not the best spots, but these are the ones I used and I really like. But now that I reached finally level 40, I'm gonna finally do a deep dive into what I wanna be, what class and what build I want to do, which I already have a kind of idea, and we'll probably make a video about it in the future. But anyway, putting that aside, I hope you found this video useful. I hope this video helped you have an idea of how to approach your grinding adventure, where to go, what to do, or the style of gameplay you want. I am Toto Torres, and it's been a pleasure. Just before I leave, I would like to tell you guys that now that I'm level 40, I'm going to be focusing on other things in Ravendawn, exploring professions. I want to create a guild. I will create a guild. So if you are interested in joining it, you're more than welcome. Make sure to come by and join our Discord. I will leave it on. I will leave the link on the description below, and don't forget to come by over on the stream and say hello. Oh my god, I hate outros. I always talk so much. Anyway, it's been a pleasure. I'm Toto Torres, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Bye. All right.